Welcome to this Career Ready webinar on finding an internship. Internships are a great opportunity to gain experience within your chosen field. This webinar will cover some of the strategies you can use to find internships and how to make the most of your internship experience. A little bit about the Careers Service at La Trobe University. If you are a regional student, please check with your local careers service because the times and service offerings may differ to Bandura. You can book appointments via telephone and Zoom if that is more convenient. The service that generally we do offer is based on a couple of core areas: careers advice, where we can provide you with information about the options related to your course and some paths that you can follow, and additionally advice with regards to your employment documents, so preparing cover letters, resumes, job application documents such as key selection criteria, and also information regarding preparing for interviews. We encourage all students to engage with something called the Big Interview, where you can actually practice your online interview skills, and have a look on Career Hub. Career Hub, I guess, works a little bit like a portal into the careers service, where we list all events that are up and running from careers, so workshops, careers-related events that perhaps employers might come along to. You can book your appointments that way, and there is also an online job board as part of the Career Hub page. So please pop up there and have a look and see what's available. Career Hub also has a number of resources that can support you in terms of preparing your job application documents, finding internships, part-time work, and a number of other areas. Employer Connect is a really great employer site where you can find internships and graduate opportunities both locally and overseas. And Unitemps is particularly good if you are contemplating part-time work. They are based on campus in Bandura and offer some opportunities for students either for work on campus or in a number of other areas. I will touch on Career Ready Advantage at the end of this webinar just to give you some information about our employability program. So what is an internship? It's known by a few different names. It could be called a placement or a cadetship or work experience. And it's an opportunity for you to take some practical learning related to your field of study and explore an industry sector. So some internships are actually included in curriculum, so it really depends on what your course will be. It could be paid or it could be unpaid. So look at the Fair Work website if you're unsure of your rights and entitlements in this case. It will depend to some extent with regards to payment as to what sector you're employed in. If you're employed in, say, the not-for-profit sector, it would be more likely that you may not be paid during your internship. The length of internship will vary. It will really just depend on what fits best for the employer's schedule, so their busy periods, for example, and I guess their availability of someone to supervise you and guide you, and also the provision of meaningful work during that time. A number of different benefits to gaining an internship. So, as mentioned, the opportunity to take some meaningful work in your study. Similarly to other experiences such as volunteering or part-time work, club societies, international exchange programs, internships provide you with a wealth of benefits, including work in your chosen field. If you're proactive in securing the internship yourself, this shows some commitment to the field and some initiative. Of course, your internship will develop your employability skills, so communication, problem solving, teamwork, etc. So really great stuff to put on your resume. If it's related to your field, it's a really great opportunity to network and get some ready access to some potential industry contacts. There's numerous instances as well of internships leading to students being offered ongoing or graduate employment, as employers have had opportunity to see you in action. So, and it also might allow you to gain a better understanding of a particular company, an industry or job to assist in clarifying career goals. So in identifying the right organisations to target, we encourage you to put in quite a bit of planning prior to going through the activities to find internships. So think of the work and roles and industries that might attract you. Think of the type of workplace perhaps you can imagine yourself working in. Is it not-for-profit? Is it a large corporate? Is it a smaller organisation, a larger organisation within particular industry? So think about what it is you're actually wanting to get from that experience. So ask yourself those questions. Think about what sort of work or what sort of roles might excite or motivate you. So again, maybe there are areas that are telling you that you should focus on. So in identifying the right organisation to target, think about also your values. So for example, integrity, service, honesty and respect. Think about what is on the websites of particular organisations and learn more about their individual values. It's not just about the type of work you're doing, it's also trying to align yourself with organisations where you might be a good fit. So think about what your values might be. Values change in relation to your life circumstances. So again, these values might be a compass for setting goals and for making your decisions. So think about all of those things as part of your planning, and it might help you to refine your search and provide you with some clues as to your career options. Think about also why this particular placement and your learning experience. So what are your goals? What do you want with this particular placement? So again, asking these questions assist you in articulating why it is you're seeking a particular role in an organisation. So think about what it is, because when you're communicating or when you're writing your cover letter to send off to a particular employer, to prospect for opportunities, it helps you to communicate some content or have some content to actually include as far as why you want to target that organisation. So what is it you're hoping to learn? So think about those things. Is it particularly refining some skills or knowledge as part of your course? Is it to, develop new knowledge in a particular area? Is it helping you to, understand a particular type of role or industry sector? So think about what you want to achieve by undertaking a placement. Perhaps you can use your research as well to prepare a pitch. So something where you might approach the organisation with a suggested perhaps type of project you might be involved with, or something that you could potentially undertake for them. So one of the big questions we get in careers is really how you actually go about finding an internship. So there's a number of different suggestions. It's not one particular approach. The more, you broaden your, cast your net in terms of looking for opportunities, the greater success you are likely to have. Really apply the same strategies as looking for a job. And as mentioned, this really does include doing your research. So looking to, at what you're looking to target from the experience to try and narrow down some particular employees. It's about being proactive. It's about using your networks, thinking about organisations that perhaps are on LinkedIn, doing a search to find out where other students might have who are doing the same course, done the same course as yourself, where they might be working. Perhaps those organisations might be organisations you can target as well. So again, very much exploring, researching and using your networks. Contact your school or college. Some opportunities may not always be listed that come to the university from employers. So again, have a look if there's anything that your school or college may be advertising internally. Sometimes tutors may hear of an opportunity. So again, speak to people within your school or college about potential internship opportunities. Access the La Trobe website via the LMS or through Career Hub. As mentioned, there is a job search component there. Frequently, employers will contact the university to list opportunities for students, be they part-time work, volunteer or internship opportunities. So those opportunities are also advertised on Career Hub under the search component of Career Hub. So as I said, use your network, ask family or friends for contacts to follow up. So again, talk to people, talk to other students, find out where they might be working. Professional associations are a really great potential, entry point to engaging with your community or, your industry sector. Potentially, they may refer you to employers who offer internships and may have networking opportunities for organisations, with organisations within the field. So if you are at least a midway point through your study, I would encourage you just to consider professional memberships with those associations as a means of potentially engaging with employers. You can attend industry events with some of these and maybe get that opportunity to have a one-on-one conversation with a prospective employer and ask them if they do have an opportunity for interning. Follow organisations, as I've said. With LinkedIn, you can use that as a research tool. So searching for others, go onto the follow La Trobe University, put your course in, and that will come up with a list of students who have graduated from your course, so alumni, and that may give you some ideas for organisations to form part of your target list. Some other suggestions might be using industry events to get the chance to speak to employers. So maybe some of the industry events that are running through careers might be an opportunity. So think about, any chance to actually get in front of an employer, put your pitch together is a good opportunity. So think about looking at online employer profiles. Often larger firms will have information regarding internships on their careers page. So it might be a more structured approach where they have openings for internships at particular times of the year. Another area is also to consider volunteering. So volunteering may be a foot in the door. You might be doing a few hours a week in a particular organisation. After a period of time, potentially you could ask them and to see if there is an opportunity to perhaps formalise that work on an internship basis, be more involved with perhaps a specific task or project. So that might be something to consider as well. The Graduate Opportunities website, as mentioned at the start of this webinar, is a really good one to look at. They do have internships. I've just popped up a sample of the page there. You can see from the type of opportunity you can search for that there are internships there in addition to graduate roles. So again, something else to look at. And some additional sites as well. Grad Connection is one of the biggest ones as well. Study in Australia, top intern programs, and the government website, australiangovernment.com. So pop onto those websites and have a look at what opportunities may be available there. And again, look under Career Hub, under jobs. So again, there's a few different sources for you in terms of looking up internship opportunities. To find internship opportunities, look at the Careers and Opportunities page. Help Finding Work will take you to Career Hub. Again, any current opportunities that are up there for interns, you can have a look at. Once you do find an internship, a few things just to be aware of. You should have a supervisor, ideally someone who's qualified in the field. So if you're studying engineering, you'd want a qualified engineer to be able to assess, monitor and guide you on your tasks. Have a clearly defined set of duties or tasks during the experience. So maybe that's a particular project that you'll undertake. And of course, it would need to be aligned and relevant to your current studies. And really what you want is these aspects confirmed to your internship in writing. So if an employer hasn't provided that, be proactive, perhaps send them an email confirming your understanding of the details of your internship as a way of having information in writing. We are asked frequently about insurance and coverage for interning students. We're not experts in this field. There is an insurance office at La Trobe University. We would encourage you to check with them. Generally, current students may be covered by the university's insurance scheme for specific placements. Paid internships are usually covered by the employer. So again, refer to the volunteer and insurance office of La Trobe University for specific information in that area. So once you have started on your internship, a few things just to remind you of in order to get the most from this experience. It would go without saying that you do need to ensure that you're being professional at all times. So pay attention to your dress, your behaviour and your work ethic. So don't necessarily be turning up a minute to starting time and finishing right on the dot. So be keen and enthusiastic to learn. Maybe there's one situation where other workers are staying back to get a task completed, or you might want to stay back to learn about something that's happening around you. So take those little opportunities to show your interest and enthusiasm. Listen to your employer and ask questions if you're unsure of a task and how they want it completed. So rather than embarking on something if you're not 100% sure, always ask. It doesn't hurt to reconfirm how they want you to actually complete a job. Once you've started, so do your best work with it at all times and seek feedback. Sometimes employers don't always think to give feedback unless there's an issue, but seek feedback even if they don't offer. Get to know your colleagues and stay in touch once you finish your internship. Consider adding them to your LinkedIn connections as well. Ask your supervisor if they are willing to act as a referee if the experience has been positive. So, that is one of the purposes of being on an internship experience, is building your industry connections. So think about how they also might be able to endorse you for some of the skills you've shown through your internship. Okay, as a final note with regards to our employability program, Career Ready Advantage Award is the program that was designed in line with some research conducted a few years ago on what an employer was looking out for graduates to have. So the different skills and attributes that they were looking for students once completed their studies in order for them to be more job ready, if you like. So a program was designed across 3 core areas of learning, so professional learning, practical experience and career portfolio. So the main, idea with this program is that you undertake activities across three core areas. You submit some evidence against these activities, and those activities are assessed to meet particular criteria. So there's a set number of activities under professional learning, practical experience and career portfolio. You work towards initially the silver level award, can complete a few additional activities to qualify for the gold and some additional again to qualify for platinum. There is a lot of information up on the LMS on the activities that you can put or include towards the award. So I'd suggest have a look at that. It is quite a comprehensive list of activities. For example, career portfolio is designed to help you to build your skills in communicating your experiences and employability to prospective employers by learning how to write a CV, for example, or handle a job interview or plan your career. Practical experience is really, I guess, those practical experiences that you get, and that could take the form of interning or paid employment, part-time employment or employability-focused subjects, and there are a number of other activities in addition to those. Professional learning is really, I guess, things like your LinkedIn learning, so courses that you might undertake, La Trobe online modules, or additionally might be some other learning you do outside the university to build your skills. And really, I guess, as a result of undertaking activities towards the award, you are all in all making yourself more competitive as a graduate. So it's helping to set you aside once you've completed your study and you're applying for graduate opportunities. Thank you for listening to this webinar. By the way, this webinar will actually count towards one activity under professional learning, which can be added to your award. And so thank you very much for your time, and I hope that this has been a benefit to you. If you require any further assistance with regards to applying for internships or placements, or preparing your job application documents for internships or placements, please contact your local careers office. Thank you.